What's up, people? Orsicourse here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build. Today, I want to look at my girl Serath because with the patch, I believe she did get a buff. So I've been seeing Serath in a lot more games lately, and you can definitely tell the difference a little bit. So I'm about to go ahead and show you how I'm building her now. I didn't use any universal cards in this deck. When I put up my Rampage build and some of my tank builds, I did use universal cards in those. And I'm going to mess with universal cards in some of my other carries. So, but in this one, just a heads up, there's no universal cards. But let's go ahead and jump into it here. So, I start out with the Prime card, the Archmagus. So when you take out or Prime, you'll get this right here, the 60 power, 100% damage bonus. Serath is a carry, melee carry. You want her to hit hard, so I go with this card right here. For consumables, usually I go with the strike token on my carry, but for Serath, I play a little bit defensive until about level 5 or 6, so I went with the healer token. And the reason I say that, like on Sparrow or Murdoch, you can be a little more aggressive because you have range. On Serath, you don't have that option. You have a good escape, but even still, you don't want to get caught out. So I play a little cautious. I go Health Potion, Scout's Ward for that Vision, and then I go with the Healer Token for that Health Regen. The Healer Token is an awesome card. I usually go with Scout Ward Healer Token first, and then I'll pick up the Health Potion a little bit later. But this right here keeps you topped up pretty well. Now, as we get into the deck, the Assassin's Ward is actually a part of my deck proper, but for some reason they moved it up to the top. So I run 3 Silver Spears, 2 of them I run, well, Silver Spear is 6 power, 1.4 health regen, and 30 mana, and then 6 power once you fully upgrade it. I run Minor Strikes for 2 of my Silver Spears. The reason I like this card is the health regen. Like I say, I like to play cautiously, especially early game on Serath. I will get aggressive if I get a great opportunity to gank or somebody really overextends, but I like to play cautious. I like to use her escape to stay out of range, so this health regen really helps. My last Silver Spear, I actually run all lesser heals, and I might equip this one first. I might have equipped it last. It depends on how the enemy's poking out at me. And if I don't need to, I won't build all 3 Silver Spears. I might go straight into the deck proper. But that's what I'm building for early game, are the 3 Silver Spears, the Healer's Token. And if that's too much health regen for you, by all means swap it out with something that deals more damage, but this seems to be working for me, so I like to play around with it. Now, as we get into the deck proper, let's go ahead and look at the Assassin's Ward. This card you can build first or you can build later on. I usually build this card later, but I want to show it first just because it's one of those cards that's fluid. We'll say, if you think you need more vision, build the Assassin's Ward early on. If you think you're cool, don't worry about it until late game. That might be the last card that you build. So this card gives you 6 power, 4 basic pen, and 2.5 lifesteal. The power, the basic pen, all that is it's not a big deal really. The 10 lifesteal is what is one reason why I build this card, because it gives you 2.5, and then I equipped it with 3 lesser drains, giving you 10% lifesteal. That's enough lifesteal to where once you get out of a fight and you're low, you can go smack some minions and get your health back. So I like 10% lifesteal. That seems to do the trick, especially later game when you're hitting fairly hard. But the most important part, of course, it gives you the Shadow Ward, so that you have that vision for yourself, vision for your team, keeps you from getting ganked. Now in the deck proper, I'm running 60% crit, decent attack speed, 100% crit bonus. So my Spirit of Rift Hunters, I build 3 of them. 2 of them are exactly the same. So I build a 6 power, 4 crit, 8% crit once you fully upgrade it. I equipped my Spirit of Rift Hunter with 2 major casts and a major wound. My second one is exactly the same. And my third Spirit of Rift Hunter, I'm actually building with 3 strikes. So right there, I get 60% crit and a very decent power spike. Now, the card that I usually build first here is this weak Spirit of the Rift Hunter. I'll usually go with that first, and then after that you have your options. I like to go with this Spirit of the Rift Hunter first because I like to get that boost of power. But if you want to start building crit, you can go with this first. You can go with your stronger Spirit of the Rift Hunters, but it's up to you. what I usually do, Spirit of Refiners first, and once I get that power spike, once I get my crit up, I go with the Whirling Wand, and that right there is 6 power, 5.5 attack speed, 11 speed once you fully upgrade it. And I equip this with 2 major kinetics and a major cast. Now, the last card is the Blade of Agora. 6 power, 100% crit bonus once you fully upgrade it, and I equipped it with 3 minor casts. Now, if you want to, once you have your crit cards built, or even once you get 2 of your crit cards built, you will have enough crit to justify Blade of Agora. Once you get to about, let's say, 48 crit, you can put Blade of Agora on, even 36% crit, you could probably put Blade of Agora on and have it be viable. But I usually wait a little bit. But if you want to equip Whirling Wand last and go Blade of Agora, that also works. So people, that's what I'm running for Serath right now. It seems to be working pretty well. After her buff, she seems to be a more common pick for carries, even more so than Yin. I'm seeing Serath more than Yin right now, and I find that interesting. But let me know what you think down in the comments. How are you liking Serath now? Who's your favorite carry now that Yin is in the mix? And yeah, people, if you like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and share the video out. It might help somebody. As always, I appreciate you watching the video. I will have a gameplay of this up. I will link it to the back of this video right here at the end while I'm speaking. So make sure to check that out if you want to see some actual gameplay with the deck. Thank you for watching, people. This is Serath. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.